Good morning, everybody. It is Friday, October 20th, 2023. It's your daily crypto news. And since it's Friday, you know what day it is. It is time for Asia Focus with Sarah, JK Remote.
Sarah here, aka JK Remote. Welcome back to Asia Focus, a weekly section of daily crypto news focusing on the Asian crypto scene. I hope you enjoy the Wednesday's episode from Boson. We'll try to do more of that. Okay, let's dive right in. British multinational bank Standard Chartered is set off to draw institutional cryptocurrency customers in Asia. Quote, as regulated banks, we have a fairly deep infrastructure around risk, conduct compliance, and the activities that go along with crypto assets. End quote. Renee Michaud, Standard Chartered's global head of digital assets, told Nikkei Asia, quote, we believe bringing those risk frameworks, governance frameworks, and compliance tools to bear to this asset class is something that's interesting for our clients, end quote. They already have majority stakes in Zodia Custody, which holds on to digital assets, and Zodia Markets, a crypto exchange that services institutional clients. In September, Zodia Custody launched in Singapore, offering an outlet for financial institutions to store their crypto holdings. And its investment arm, Standard Chartered Ventures, is the unit that invests in financial technology as part of a search for other business opportunities. At least from this news, Standard Chartered is apparently claiming to be the Binance killer and aiming to be the alternative to FTX, Celsius, FreeAC, etc. That is an impressive move, and I'm always welcome for traditional banks joining the crypto journey and acknowledging crypto as a legit investment asset. But remember, it's still for institutional funds. It's still for custodial services. Nothing complex or advanced like DeFi, derivatives. We are so early. A South Korean cryptocurrency exchange, I dare say the top exchange, Upbit, Singapore entity, has received preliminary approval from the Monetary Authority of Singapore, MAS, for a major payment institution license, the MPI license, under the Payment Service Act. This approval permits the exchange to keep offering regulated digital payment token, DPT, services to professional investors. Singapore is becoming a hotspot for regulated cryptocurrency services. Ripple, GSR, Coinbase, now Upbit. Upbit APAC is now managing around $13 million in custody. How is the vibe in Singapore now? If you're in Singapore, share the local vibe with us. Sarah at dailycryptonews.net. Sui Network, one of the prominent Layer 1 blockchain, has gained significant traction since its mainnet launch back in May. And now, it just came up on the table of the Financial Supervisory Service, FSC, audit. It seems like South Korean regulators believe the developers lied about several aspects of the token. And Digital Asset Exchange Alliance, DEXA, a consortium comprising major cryptocurrency exchanges in South Korea, allegedly neglected to verify Sui's circulating supply. As a response, the Financial Supervisory Service FSC said that an investigation will be conducted to determine whether Sui is operating as a fraudulent scheme. However, the head of FSC also mentioned that we have a limitation in regulating cryptocurrency exchanges with the current law. Sui's price has dropped over 80% of its value since the launch. But Sui Foundation, on the other hand, has denied these accusations. This audit is of no use whatsoever, in my opinion, because if you know Digital Asset Exchange Alliance, DEXA, it's an alliance between exchanges where they are supposedly protect investors and support token listing, but with a little bit of twist through self-regulation. Furthermore, the members of this alliance also consist of the heads of exchanges. What do you expect? Well, it's like asking a wolf to guard the sheep. What's up with Hong Kong? The news is pro and against Hong Kong these days. 1 week, it seems like China is opening up slowly under the table through Hong Kong. And another week, it's not. I'm bullish on Hong Kong crypto scene because it was at the forefront of setting up the regulatory framework. But ever since JPEGs, it seems like we are on the on-hold state. According to the report from South China Morning Post, the cost of getting the license in Hong Kong is so high because of the hype now, but it's not even guaranteed that they will get it. And Hong Kong-based OSL and Hashkey were the only exchanges to get the voluntary license. Furthermore, plans to ban retail crypto investing in Hong Kong never materialized. The new regulation, which took effect in June, allow exchanges to sell cryptocurrency with large market capitalizations, such as Bitcoin and Ether, to retail traders. However, there are few signs that trading activity is returning to the city relative to other markets. So, the crypto scene is still very murky in Hong Kong, but the title that is well-earned, historically proven, the very city of financial hub in Asia remains the same. Hope Hong Kong rises again very soon. That's all for today.
Moving over to this side of the pond, we have two bullish headlines today. The first one is the price of Bitcoin soared around 6% overnight, briefly retaking around $30,000, a level not seen since earlier this summer. It's around 29 plus today. We're going to get into crypto prices in a minute, but everybody's saying this is because BlackRock amended its ETF application. Well, actually, BlackRock and Fidelity, to try to close some gaps that the SEC might be worried about. We're saying this is bullish because maybe they got guidance, maybe they didn't, maybe they just know what the SEC wants and they're just preemptively doing this because we know that a spot Bitcoin ETF is coming. Are we going to get a spot Bitcoin ETF for Christmas? Well, that news, in conjunction with the SEC dismissing the lawsuit against the Ripple founders, has made bullish sentiment today. The United States Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC, voluntarily dismissed charges against Ripple's CEO, Brad Garlinghouse, and executive chairman, Chris Larsen, who have been charged alongside the company for allegedly violating security laws with the sales of XRP token. Ripple described this decision as a stunning capitulation. Ripple's price is up today. Again, we'll get into the prices. Stuart Aldery said the SEC made a serious mistake going after Brad and Chris personally, and now they've capitulated, dismissing all charges against our executives. This is not a settlement. This is a surrender by the SEC. Pretty bullish day. Well, the SEC is not losing all of its battles. The creators of LBRY, or LBRY blockchain, has issued its final message to the crypto community, citing several millions of dollars in debts that have now made it impossible for the firm to continue. They tweeted, LBRY Inc. is winding down. The LBRY network is unaffected. Odyssey and the other assets will undergo a legal process to satisfy debts, but Odyssey has a bright future ahead. Thank you to everyone who fought with us for online freedom. A final goodbye post is in the first reply. The SEC originally sought punishment for LBRY token, or the LBRY Inc., for around $22 million, but then downgraded it to around $111,000 when the SEC realized the defunct firm couldn't pay. Well, I kind of feel they could just go away. This could be it. But maybe they'll get a bailout from somebody who wants to continue this project that has just a crap ton of money in Ethereum or Bitcoin. Let's see. And finally today, over 24 former employees of the Ethereum infrastructure firm ConsenSys have filed fresh lawsuits against the firm's founder, CEO, Joseph Lubin, over claims he diluted employee equity shares against his earlier promises. Basically, he breached his no dilution promise. They allege that Lubin lured in smart and motivated colleagues to work for ConsenSys in late 2014, claiming the firm would become the future of cryptocurrency and the crypto Google. They argued that Lubin did not just break the promise, but also got rich, while they got nothing. I want to note that Lubin is said to be a billionaire, but I would like to know the worth of all these people who are suing them. I mean, nothing is a big word. I mean, do you have $100K in the bank and say it's nothing while Joe Lubin is a billionaire? Or are you sitting on $10 or $20 million in net worth and you think you should have $50 or $100 million and say you have nothing. Not saying that they're not deserved whatever they're asking for, and maybe the promises were made. I just want more context of what nothing means. Anyway, you know what time it is.
Now, let's get into those crypto prices.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
And the time is 9:43 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have Fear Greed sitting at 49 neutral. Bitcoin is sitting at $29,601, up 4% in 24, around 10.3 in 7. Ethereum's at $1,607, up 3.3% in 24. Tether's number 3. Binance is at 213, up around 1.2% in 24. And XRP is at 51.9 cents, up 7.4%. Rounding off the top 10, we have USDC, Solana, Cardano, Doge, and Tron. Oh, I must note that Solana, being at number 7 at 26.90, is up 11% in 24 hours or 25% in 7. Wow, did we miss out? I have FOMO. The total market cap is sitting at 1.12 trillion, a Bitcoin dominance of 51.5 and an ETH dominance of 17.2. And let me tell you something. If you think that 11 or 25% up in a day is big and you haven't been through a bull, let me tell you, you're in for a treat. Control your FOMO now. That is my final warning. Well, no, it isn't. Just letting you know. Anyway, have a great weekend. We'll be back on Monday. Again, you can reach out at matt@dailycryptonews.net and make sure that you subscribe, leave us 5-star ratings, and leave us nice comments. We love to read them. We appreciate you. Have a great weekend. Happy hodling, everyone.